Hey guys, what's going on? This is going to be a little bit of a different video today. This is going to be showcasing some of the build quality issues on my 2024 Freightliner S2C Grech GM40. And this is mainly pertaining to the Grech side of the bus. Number one, about 6 months ago, I noticed that my emergency exit does not, or my emergency door release does not work. Well, to this day, it is still broken. See, that's all the way back. Well, the door should be free to move, and it's not. And you see, that's why it's broken. Look at that. The cable is just messed up. Also, on the topic of the service door, sometimes when I close it, it doesn't close properly, and I'll show that here. So, door's open, and if I'm parked and it's leaning to the right, I'll show you what happens. So if I do this, look at that. I just simulated what happens when the door does not shut properly because it's parked at an angle. So now I'm going to just reset that. I feel like there's some play in the door, and you might have noticed it might have tried to bounce back. That's probably why it's doing that. But as far as other things go, you know, these have been cracking easy. They're very cheap. I realize that some of that is in part due to people mishandling heavy equipment when bringing it back through the bus. There are two handles that are actually broken off. This was ripped clean off the seat. Oh, this one too. That must have just recently happened. I don't know how that happened, but another thing was I made a video late last year talking about how this panel came crashing down because this panel was loose. And as you can see, our shop had to install 3 hex screws because this whole thing came screw loose from the right, or from this side. And then because that was unsecured, it led to this eventually falling down and out of place. Sorry, sun glare. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm just glad that when that happened, I didn't have any passengers on board. I had dropped everybody off, and I was heading back to base to swap the bus out and get this one fixed. So I'm thankful no one got hurt, because there was nobody on the bus but me when it came crashing down. But, you know, come on, Grech, there's no excuse for this. And then the last thing I'll point out is that these plastic clips, which, by the way, have been of very cheap quality. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got almost 5 clips broken on this side. This one's going to break next. You can see the stress cracking. So that's 4 on that side. 5, 6, 7. I have 7 broken clips for these storage racks. And, you know, we have a couple of 2020s with these exact same clips, and not a single one of them is broken. I really don't understand how it happened in this bus when it's a 2024, and yet it hasn't happened in our 2020s. I don't get it. Like, Grech Motors, if you're seeing this, which I know you are, please recall this bus, recall all the 2024s that have this same problem, make a better, like, use a better clip, maybe one made of metal, so that way this does not happen. Because since that happened, every time I go over a bump, both of these racks make noise, and it sometimes is very loud, and, you know, it's annoying. It's annoying to deal with on a bus that isn't even 2 years old yet. I mean, just look at this. Not even 2 years old, under 52,000 miles, and it's already falling apart. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love this bus, but I hate that it's falling apart because the parts are cheaply made.